This morning, hate crimes at home. Why American authorities say the war between Israel and Hamas is inspiring local extremists.
Plus, wild video out of a derailment in Janesville. What the train was carrying.
And it is a cold start to the morning. We do have a scrape alert due to the frost. Some thick frost. It'll take you a couple minutes to scrape that off the windshield this morning.
Good November morning, folks. November 1st. Welcome to News 3 Now this morning. Thanks for waking up with us. I'm Leah Linscheid.
And I'm Josh Ryder. Chris Stanford has the morning off. First, we're meteorologist Kelly Slifka joining us. It is kind of shocking, right, that we're already into November and it's hump day. We're like halfway through the week. Kind of a long week dealing with all that cold, Kelly.
Yeah, I know. And, you know, this duration of this cold air has been kind of taxing for us. And we had that snowy bout yesterday, our first snow of the season. Now we've got some quieter weather, and we're going to get a little bit closer to average. But we do have that frost this morning. May take a couple of minutes to get that off the windshield. We've had clear skies and temperatures below freezing all night long, and we're down to 24 in Madison. Winds are at 23, Roxbury at 23 as well. Winds are fairly light, but enough of a wind to add to the chill. But it's going to be dry today and really generally dry through the weekend. Yeah, there might be a passing shower here and there, but in general, should be a pretty decent weekend, and we're going to be warming up back to where we should be, which is going to be in the low 50s, it looks like, for the end of the weekend. Some sunshine this morning, but still cold. Later this morning into the afternoon, there are some clouds that'll roll on in. We'll still call it partly sunny, a little bit more cloud cover for the afternoon as temperatures get in the upper 30s, and winds switch around the southwest. That will eventually bring us some warmer weather, but not today. Upper 30s to around 40 with partly sunny skies, a little bit more cloud cover for the afternoon. Talk more about that warm up going into the weekend and how much sun we'll see as well coming up.
Okay, sun sounds great. Kelly, thank you very much. To our top story this half hour, American authorities say the war between Israel and Hamas is inspiring hate crimes here at home. Threats of violence against Jewish students at campuses across the country are becoming more common. The FBI's Joint Terrorism Task Force arrested a 21-year-old on the Cornell campus this week for threatening social media posts. Weeks ago, you might remember this story. A young Muslim boy was killed in Illinois in an apparent hate crime. These aren't the only cases on police's radar. During an annual hearing to evaluate homeland threats, FBI Director Christopher Wray sent this sober warning to Americans.
The ongoing war in the Middle East has raised the threat of an attack against Americans in the United States to a whole nother level.
Director Wray says these are levels unseen since the emergence of ISIS. Now, amid those increased threats, UW-Madison is urging students not to believe everything they hear. This comes after claims on X or Twitter from conservative commentator Dana Loesch, claiming there was an anti-Semitic protest outside of a UW Jewish center. Loesch posted texts saying protesters use anti-Semitic slurs and then cut up and trampled an Israeli flag. Campus officials say those accounts are, quote, significantly exaggerated and that the protest was peaceful. No flag was trampled or cut.
Right now, Madison police are investigating a stabbing case on the city's southwest side involving dozens of people in what they're calling a chaotic scene. It happened Sunday morning along Allied Drive. That's a neighborhood just off Verona Road. Officers say two different groups got into an argument over a crash in the parking lot of an apartment building. Someone stabbed a 31-year-old woman. She's okay and out of the hospital this morning. Others have been arrested in connection to the fight, but there isn't an arrest for that stabbing.
A statewide missing persons alert is still active this morning for a Beloit woman. Take a look at her picture here. Friends and family members say they last talked to 58-year-old Bessie Thomas over the phone last Wednesday. She was reported missing Sunday. Thomas might be traveling in a red 2017 Jeep Patriot SUV. Anyone with information on where she might be should call the Rock County Communications Center. That number is right there on your screen.
6:03 right now. Take a look at this right now. A train traveling through Janesville derailed, sending around 4 cars off of the tracks. Fortunately, no one was hurt in this incident. It happened just west of the Rock River around 3:30 Tuesday. Police immediately closed off the street under the bridge. And nearby, several roads were actually had to be checked if they were dangerous. Residents like Todd Jaycott were just getting off work.
You get real used to the sound of a train around here for sure. Like I wouldn't even hear it anymore. But anything like that, I don't think in all my years of growing up here in Janesville, I've ever seen a derailment personally here at all by any means.
The train was carrying grain. That's all that spilled from the cars. The cause of the derailment isn't clear this morning. Residents there believe it was coming from from Evansville, rather.
Happening today, the Federal Reserve will be front and center this afternoon with its latest announcement on interest rates. Many analysts expect the Fed will hold those rates steady, leaving them at the highest they've been in more than 2 decades now. The U.S. economy had a strong third quarter, thanks in large part to robust consumer spending. Still, those high interest rates could cause financial concerns.
I think if you paint with a broad brush, it ignores the reality that about 60% of households are living paycheck to paycheck. We've seen credit card balances going up at a time when credit card rates are at a record high.
The Federal Reserve has raised interest rates 11 times now since March of last year. Fed officials say a 12th hike is possible this December.
6:05 right now. When you type a password or credit card number into a website, you expect that your sensitive data will be protected by a system designed to keep it secure. Research at UW-Madison found that's actually not the case. When you type your password into websites like Facebook and Google, you often see them typed in as a series of small asterisks. However, just because you can't see it doesn't mean your software can't. Digital security researchers at UW have found that some popular websites are vulnerable to browser extensions that can extract user data. That includes things like passwords, credit card information, and social security numbers from basic code.
This is not something that users know that their password is so easily accessible, and it's kind of scary that the password, so I keep on talking password, but it's not just password, it's all your sensitive data.
Researchers have presented their findings to Google. A recent study conducted by casino.org finds that Wisconsin has the worst password security across the country.
On the Health Watch this morning, millions of people have used the 988 Suicide and Crisis Lifeline. But according to a new study, most say they wouldn't turn to it again. Research found those with severe psychological distress were more likely than others to have used or heard of the hotline. But only a quarter of those people say they would use it again in the future. The study's lead researcher says this doesn't mean the service is a failure, but that it might take some time to get it right.
This month marks 5 years since the launch of Wisconsin's Addiction Recovery Helpline. During that time, the service has taken more than 31,000 calls and texts from across the state. Responders help callers get the help they need, like counseling and inpatient care.
The White House wants every school to keep medication on hand that can reverse opioid overdoses. In a letter to educators, White House officials say every school across the U.S. should stock naloxone nasal spray, also known as Narcan. They say faculty and students should also be trained on how to use it. The push comes amid a nationwide rise in overdose deaths among young people. Over the past 2 decades, more than 5,000 children and teens have died from overdoses involving fentanyl. That's according to the medical journal JAMA Pediatrics.
Ahead of Veterans Day, the Dane County Board of Supervisors is asking residents to put a green light in the window of their homes or businesses next week. By displaying a green light, you'll be showing appreciation and support for local veterans. A new program called Operation Greenlight for Veterans runs all next week, leading up to Veterans Day on November 11th. The green light is a symbol to raise awareness around challenges many veterans who transition to civilian life face each year.
Okay, it's 6:07 on your Wednesday. Coming up in sports, UW hockey can now make a claim no other university can right now. We've got to look ahead to a big weekend on the ice.
And it is the start of... Straight ahead, we take a look back at some of our fun and inspiring stories from October.
The best doorbusters deals of the year are available now at Ashley. Find clearance and overstocked mattresses throughout the store at huge discounts while they last. Sealy Queen mattresses as little as $8 a month. Only at Ashley.
The one sale you can't miss? Madison Lighting's Fall Sale. Save on every light fixture and fan, every brand, indoors and out, plus all home decor. Pre-shop this sale now and save. Madison Lighting, Watts Road, Madison.
Cobeson Buses, now hiring.
I'm Dina Noland. I drive for Cobeson Buses. Working with Cobeson, it's definitely been great because of the flexibility. First day of school for my son, the fact that I get to bring him there and I can just park my bus right on the side and walk in. They don't mind that. They want you to be there for your family.
I've always enjoyed working with kids. The opportunity to transport them in a bus, I enjoy doing it.
Visit Cobeson.com to apply.
For 46 years straight, more of you have trusted Ford F-Series trucks to help save the day, stretch the weekend, haul, or tow. Just about anything, anywhere. That's because they're built Ford tough. And it's why Ford F-Series are America's best-selling trucks 46 years straight. And for that, we thank you. Because this isn't just about our capability, it's about yours.
Don't miss the 34th Annual Winter Art Fair off the Square, November 11th and 12th at the Monona Terrace Convention Center. Featuring over 100 Wisconsin exhibitors with a wonderful selection of ceramics, paintings, glass art, wood, jewelry, and much more. Place your bids at our silent auction Saturday only. Children will enjoy the Young Collector's Corner. Buy local for the holidays. The Winter Art Fair off the Square. Put it on your calendar today.
Exciting news. US Cellular has the amazing new iPhone 15 Pro with a stunning titanium design and the best iPhone camera yet. The thing that I love...
Beautiful. Now let's cue the music. Green screen. And action.
US Cellular has the amazing new iPhone.
Come on, man. It's titanium.
US Cellular has the amazing new iPhone.
Cut. Love it.
That felt good.
Now you can get the new iPhone 15 Pro with titanium on us. US Cellular, built for us.
When the hands that do the fixing need fixing. When the hands that do the caring need caring. That's a job for O'Keeffe's Working Hands. It's America's #1 selling hand cream and guaranteed relief for extremely dry, cracked hands. Also available in O'Keeffe's for healthy feet.
The best doorbusters deals of the year are available now at Ashley. Save as much as 68% store-wide and find clearance and overstock items throughout the store at huge discounts while they last. Plus 72-month special financing. Only at Ashley.
You're watching News 3 Now this morning.
Welcome back, 611 on your Wednesday. It is time to see what's happening in the 608. Today marks the start of November with just 2 months left of 2023. This morning, we're taking some time to sum up all of the fun and inspiration we had in October here in the 608.
Previously on In the 608. Are you ready, Terry?
I'm ready.
Here we go, and
ta-da! 5,174 coats. And we're live in the 608 this morning at a brand new fall festival.
the first thing when you drive in, you see this nice little pumpkin arch, which is pretty cool.
It is, yeah. It was fun to build, too. It was kind of one of those things where which pumpkin goes next.
We're breaking out Mr. Skeleton for another sneak preview show here.
The ankle bone attaches to the leg bone, and the wrist bone attaches to the arm bone.
New this year, you were looking for a way to be able to give back to the community.
Just asking people to come and give and take some of that energy and excitement that they see and enjoy the decorations and giving back to the community.
It's raining men. Hallelujah, it's raining men. Amen. Look at that. Tacky tourist here, guys. Look at this. $20 to be able to put this costume together. Well, as Bob Ross once said, we don't make mistakes, just happy little accidents here, guys. What do you think I am here, guys? I'm a Barbie girl in a Barbie world. We're live in Verona this morning. We have the whole gang up early in the 608 for us this morning, guys. Are you ready?
Let's go, boys and girls.
No, I'm not doing that.
Okay, we won't make you do that.
Oh, he's getting up.
He's getting up.
Stanford's up. I gotta unbutton the suit or I'm gonna rip it.
Oh, they're doing it in studio too, yeah. I laugh every time. That just brings me back, doesn't it? Like, so many memories at Camp Randall and Badger sports.
You know I love anything Badgers, but I have to say the highlight of my month is Chris Stanford getting into jump around. You don't see that too often.
He jumped right out of that chair.
That's right.
Yeah.
We got to get him out to a game.
Oh my gosh, what fun. What a crazy month, right? I can't believe that was October. I feel like that was September.
I know. You pack a lot into 30 days.
We jam a lot of stuff into a month.
Yeah.
So yeah, a lot to look forward to yet. Even this year, 2 more months, folks. My thanks to photojournalist Mark Schilling for putting that piece together. Remember, you can always catch our features by going to channel3000.com/in608. And you can always let me know what inspires you. We're getting into my favorite time of the year. If you have a holiday display, if you know somebody in your neighborhood that goes all out, I want to feature them. So please reach out to me either on my social media or email for that chance to be featured, because I'm all in for the holiday season.
This is your busy season,
This
really.
is the busy season, because there's just so many things happening in so many places I want to get to.
Well, thanks for putting a smile on our face.
I try.
All year long.
We need a little break, right?
Yes, we do.
That's
Hopefully,
the goal.
Kelly can put a smile on our face. We do have a little bit of a warm-up.
Yeah, we would like to get some more moderate temperatures. Yeah, you know, this is probably more typical of the end of November than the beginning of November, like we've seen over the last couple of days. But we do have some warmer weather on the way. But you definitely will need to bundle up this morning. We've got quiet conditions. We actually have clear skies this morning, but you see that area of gray, that is some cold advection clouds moving in, if you will. Those will be arriving a little bit later on this morning, so enjoy that sunshine while we have it, because we will see a little bit more cloud cover for the afternoon. 19, the wind chill in Janesville. Not a whole lot of wind, but you get any kind of wind when it's this cold, it really adds to that chill, so that means you need to cover everything up if you're going to be out for any duration. We do have some teens for wind chills this morning, where they have that wind chill in the teens in Janesville, only a 5-mile-per-hour wind, but that's how dramatically can drop the temperature, the wind chill value anyway. All right, this was Sun Prairie. Thanks for Mike for sending in several photos. You can see the frost on, I think those are marigolds in the background on the far left picture there. And obviously a frosty scene. And that's what we got this morning. You're going to have to scrape the windshield. And we'd like to get your photos as well. Just submit them at First Warn at WISC-TV.com, or you can download the First Warn weather app. You can easily just submit that photo, and we'd love to show those on the air sometime this month. All right, temperatures starting out in the 20s this morning. We will see the wind pick up out of the southwest. That will eventually bring us warmer weather. Not so much today, but as we go through the rest of the week into the weekend, it looks like it will be generally dry. Still cool today with temperatures only getting in the upper 30s to near 40. A little bit closer to average to close out the week on Friday into the weekend, with low 50s expected. And generally quiet weather. There might be a passing shower coming through this weekend, but in general, it should be fairly dry, and we will expect some sunshine as well. Today, we're starting off with some sun, a little bit more cloud cover as we get into the afternoon hours as temperatures climb the upper 30s to around 40. Another cold day, need that heavier jacket, but the coldest of air is going to slide down in the east, and we're going to get into a zonal weather flow is what we call it. Jet stream basically flowing from west to east. So that keeps us fairly quiet and also fairly seasonable. So the warm air down to the south, the coldest of air up to the north. A couple of ripples moving along the jet stream. Can't rule out a spotty shower, but no big storms headed our way anytime soon. And we're expecting temperatures in the upper 30s to around 40 today. Right now it's 24 in Madison, 19 in Lone Rock. First Warn forecast 47 tomorrow, 50 on Friday. Just a slim chance of a shower here and there. Otherwise, generally dry weather with some sunshine this weekend. Highs in the lower 50s. It looks like a more significant storm system headed away by the beginning of next week.
There's only one school in the country with both the men's and women's hockey teams ranked in the top 5 in the nation, and that school would be Wisconsin. Mark Johnson's squad claims the top spot in the latest poll, while Mike Hastings' team sits at number 5. And this weekend, the latter welcomes in 4th-ranked Michigan to the Kohl Center for their first top 5 showdown in Madison in 13 years. And it's safe to say the Badgers are dialed in on their dailies, and of course, the Wolverines this week.
We better turn the page in a hurry, because I don't know if you watched, but I did. Michigan scored a lot of goals last weekend. They're playing extremely well, and we're going to have to be good. It's nice to be coming home. Now we've got to take advantage of being at home. We did that the first opportunity we had here when we played Augustana, and so really that's what our focus is this week.
On the women's side, Britta Curl has been named the WCHA Forward of the Month, and for good reason. The Badger captain tallied 9 goals and 11 assists in the month of October, while pacing UW in points, block shots, and plus-minus during the month. Curl currently leads the NCAA in scoring and assists. Last Saturday, the Badger defense had arguably their best performance to date this season. For the most part, Wisconsin held Ohio State and their high-powered offense in check. They forced 3 turnovers in the first half, including turning away the Buckeyes in the red zone. They weren't thinking, just playing. And when they do that, this defense can be where it's used to be, one of the best in college football.
We were just playing. You know, we weren't scared. We weren't nervous. We just went out and played our ball. And defensively, when we do that, we're really freaking good. I mean, when we do our job, when we go out there and compete and just fly around, we're a tough defense to score on. And if we can do that every single game, we're darn proud of this team.
Just a reminder to tune in to this week's Wisconsin Huddle. Tanner Mordecai stops by to give us an update on his injury, a look back at the loss against Purdue, and preview UW's game at Indiana. The show starts at 6:30 on Friday, right here on News 3 Now. And the Packers made a move just before the NFL trade deadline, sending Rasul Douglas and a 5th-round pick to the Buffalo Bills for a 2024 third-rounder. In 7 games this season, Douglas has tallied 32 tackles, 6 pass breakups, and an interception. He started 28 games over the past 3 seasons in Green Bay. He picked off 10 passes during his time in Titletown. And that's it for Morning Sports. Have a great day.
20 after 6 still ahead for us this morning. A four-legged way to get rid of your Halloween pumpkins.
You're going to want to see that. And as we had to break, a look at gas prices this morning. Stay with us, folks. We're back after this.
The First Warn Weather Team takes you beyond the barometer, only on News 3 Now.
Dear Detour, when life slings you mud, sling it right back. Stay strong. Toyota Trucks.
Get $1,000 cash back on Tundra when you finance through Toyota Financial Services. Toyota. Let's go places.
The next generation of streaming is here. Introducing Spectrum One Stream with Spectrum Internet, delivering fast and reliable speeds. Advanced Wi-Fi for enhanced security on your devices. Spectrum Mobile with unlimited talk, text, and data. And now, TV with the all-new Zumo Stream Box. Get Spectrum One Stream with Internet for $49.99 a month. Plus free advanced Wi-Fi, a free unlimited Spectrum mobile line, and the Zumo Stream Box. Free when you add Spectrum TV. Call 833-976-4999. With Spectrum and Zumo, all your favorites are brought together in one place. Use the voice remote to search across live TV, on-demand movies and shows, and the most popular streaming apps to watch what you want faster and easier than ever. It's streaming simplified. Get Spectrum One Stream with Internet, advanced Wi-Fi, mobile, and now TV. Go to spectrum.com/stream, a Spectrum store, or call 833-976-4999.
I just love dancing, so I was always willing to dance through the pain. Since visiting the Good Feet store and wearing the arch supports and being pain-free now, my mood and my energy has drastically improved. Once that energy gets into you, double spins.
Get 11% off everything now at Menards. Check out our lighting showroom and update your home's aesthetic. Patriot Lighting is available in so many unique styles and finishes, you're sure to find a look and price that's right for you. With more than 300 stock lights priced under $100. Pick up this brushed nickel pendant light for $34.97 after 11% rebate. Visit our lighting showroom or check out all our lighting options on Menards.com.
Save big money at Menards.
Have you heard? Tempur-Pedic sleep is better sleep.
With innovative memory foam developed by NASA, Tempur-Pedic mattresses reduce motion transfer,
Which means less tossing and turning so you can sleep undisturbed through the night. But which Tempur-Pedic is right for you? Come to Denver Mattress and test for yourself. Or get a $300 gift when you purchase any qualifying Tempur-Pedic. And rest easy knowing it's backed by our 365-night better sleep guarantee. Shop Denver Mattress today, your Tempur-Pedic elite retailer.
When migraine strikes, are the trade-offs of treating worth it? Ubrelvy is another option. It quickly eliminates migraine pain.
Do not take with strong CYP3A4 inhibitors. Allergic reactions to Ubrelvy can happen. Most common side effects were nausea and sleepiness.
Ask about Ubrelvy.
Dear Detour, when life slings you mud, sling it right back. Stay strong. Toyota Trucks.
Get $1,000 cash back on Tundra when you finance through Toyota Financial Services. Toyota. Let's go places.
Welcome back. Let's take a peek at Mark's morning. He sent in this stunner of a bird. Kelly.
Cedar waxwing.
Shut up. Are you serious?
Yes.
I knew it. I knew it. Why do you even try?
Because it has like
it does. They do kind of look like cardinals.
Thank you.
A female cardinal.
Just more gray. Yeah, you're right. You're right.
You guys and your birds.
Kelly's got to figure it out, though.
I love birds. You know, I was big into those when I was a kid. We had to do it for like a 3rd or 4th grade project. Really got into birds.
Did you have a bird book too?
Of course. My bird was the kingfisher. I thought they were so cool. They could dive down in the water and just catch a fish.
Those are cool.
Better than I could catch a fish.
Well, hey, Mark, thanks for sharing this photo. If you have a bird photo or whatever you want to send us, just do so with the hashtag MyNews3Morning.
Chris and Kelly love them. Okay, it's time for the trending story of the day. If you're looking to get rid of those old Halloween pumpkins, here's a good way to do it.
Yeah, guinea hogs at the Rhode Island Zoo enjoying some festive enrichment. Take a look at this. This is Petunia the pig. It's a piggy pumpkin party. It's chowing down on some pumpkins. The zoo's caption was, Petunia's having a gourd time carving into this pumpkin.
Josh said earlier, live look at Leah eating candy.
Yeah. All that candy, though, is great.
I know. I brought in a bunch last night. It was our first Halloween with trick-or-treaters in our new neighborhood, so we were like trying to figure out how much we needed, and we overdid it by a lot.
Did you dress up for them to pop by, or
no, we did not. But yeah, we had a lot of leftover candy, and we did the full-size bars, so I'm like, I've got to get this out of the house.
Bougie.
So.
And you know, with all these pumpkins now, you know, what do people do with them? They say a lot of, you should just throw them in the woods because the animals will eat them.
Yes, yeah.
The deer will eat them, the squirrels will eat them, and all the wildlife will eat them.
We have a lot of wildlife in our neighborhood, so I'm kind of looking forward to seeing some deer there.
Hey, they'll be happy with that. Speaking of wildlife, let's take a peek at my Halloween picture. I wanted to share this really quick. We dressed as a farm. I'm an egg.
You're a fried egg, right?
I'm a fried egg. You really can't see. Bascom has udders. She's a cow. Oh, there's little Zeke. He was a chicken.
I saw you guys stop by the Live at 4 crew. We were watching at home. It was so cute.
It was fun. It was too cold for us to take Zeke out real trick-or-treating, so we just stopped by the station.
You know, it was wild to see even folks out in the neighborhood. Like, I saw a lot of people with blankets and hats and scarves and mittens, and I mean, kind of sad to see that, but obviously, I mean, it was 4 years ago we had snow on the ground for Halloween as well.
8 inches or more that year.
So, I mean, it's something we've definitely seen before, but still not something that we want this time of the year.
Not this time of the year.
All right, we'll have an update on that cold forecast next.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
The spring could just break. Precision is there to help.
We have fully stocked vehicles to fix any problem you'd have that same day. And we are all over the Madison area.
You're just one phone call away from getting your garage door fixed today.
Precision Door Service, a name you can trust.
When the hands that do the fixing need fixing. When the hands that do the caring need caring. That's a job for O'Keeffe's Working Hands. It's America's #1 selling hand cream and guaranteed relief for extremely dry, cracked hands. Also available in O'Keeffe's for healthy feet.
How much money have you wasted trying to find the right shade of foundation to match your skin tone? You end up with so many unused bottles, yet you can't bear to throw them out. Now, there's Color of Beauty Self-Adjusting Foundation, which means you'll never search for the perfect shade again.
It's really difficult for me to find a good tone foundation. I usually purchase about 3 or 4 and sometimes mix them. Color Beauty is a game changer in finding the right foundation. You put it on your skin and it transforms into your own skin tone.
The Color Beauty foundation is so simple to put on. My skin looks great and it just looks awesome.
The key to the innovative Color Beauty formula is tiny color beads that release and blend to perfectly match your skin tone as you apply it. The foundation is white when it comes out of the bottle, but when I begin to apply it, it adjusts to blend perfectly with the color of my skin.
My biggest problem area is my cheeks right here. Color Beauty feels really light on my skin, and I can tell that it is pretty full coverage, so it looks like I don't have too much foundation on, but it is covering all my acne scars like I was saying before. I actually really love it.
It's weightless and it's full coverage, and also it literally just matches my skin as soon as I put it on. It's no work. I've never experienced a foundation like this.
Color Beauty only comes in 2 colors, light and medium. If you have fair skin or you burn easily, go with the light. If you have darker skin, go with the medium. Plus, with an SPF of 50, they're getting the highest level of sun protection in a lightweight formula. And best of all is Color Beauty's exclusive special. Order this Thanksgiving and get 40% off. That means you'll get the color adjusting foundation, the skin smoothing primer, and the fan favorite lash enhancer for thicker, longer looking lashes at 40% off. Plus, get free shipping. Visit color40.com or call the number on your screen.
We've got questions about Medicare plans.
Well, we've got a lot of answers. How can I help?
Well, for starters, do you have a Medicare plan I can actually afford?
How about a plan with a $0 monthly premium?
Well, that's a great start. What other benefits can we get?
Things like dental, vision, and hearing. But let me help you pick the plan that's right for you.
Don't wait. Call 1-800-AETNA for you to get answers to your questions and pick a plan that's right for you. And let's make healthier happen together.
Right now, a warning from UW-Madison over false claims made about protests on campus. They set the record straight.
And a busy day at the Capitol as we take a live look. The bill's up for a public hearing that could speed up the process of announcing election winners in Wisconsin.
And a cold start to the morning. We do have widespread frost, so some thick frost this morning. Temperatures in the middle 20s. Warmer weather on the way later this week. We'll have more coming up.
Good Wednesday morning. Happy Hump Day. It is News 3 Now this morning. I'm Josh Brighter.
And I'm Leah Lynchide. Chris Stanford has the day off. You are waking up to the first day of November already. Where did fall go?
We had 2 weeks.
Yeah, she gone.
It was short.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we still have fall. It's still officially fall. Until
it's just cold.
For another, like, what, 7 weeks?
Yeah, really. Actually until December 21st.
However, it is getting a little warmer this weekend.
Yeah, it looks like this weekend is going to be a little bit more seasonable for this time of the year. We're going to be in the 50s, but we have to wait. It's going to be still chilly the next couple of days, but as we get toward Friday, the weekend looks a lot better. But starting out at 24, the actual temperature right now in Madison, so a chilly day. But it should be dry today. We're not dealing with the snow like we saw yesterday. And it looks like generally dry weather into the weekend. There might be a passing shower here and there, but in general, dry weather this weekend. And then we will be warming into the lower 50s, where we should be for this time of the year. So we'll start off with clear skies and sunshine this morning. The clouds will start to move in this afternoon. Temperatures in the upper 30s generally throughout the day with a southwest wind up there around 10 miles per hour. And that southwest wind will bring us some warmer temperatures as we go through the rest of the week. Meantime, it's cold this morning with the calm winds at the airport, 24 degrees. The winds will pick up out of the southwest closer to 10 miles per hour. We will start to see some of those clouds starting to move in a little bit later on. I want to get to our first warn traffic as we do have an accident on the northeast side here. This is on the southbound lanes of I-39, 90, 94, just past Highway 19. That does have some lane blockages there on the northeast side there on I-90, 94 headed southbound.
Okay, Kelly, thanks for keeping an eye on that for us. To our top story at the state capitol, folks had the opportunity to give testimony on a series of bills related to education. One of the bills they discussed would allow election workers to get a head start on counting absentee ballots in certain places. Another bill would require workers to provide observers non-discriminatory access to all stages of the election process, including any future recounts.
Governor Evers is suing the Republican-controlled state legislature this morning. Evers says the legislature is trying to take over some of his position's power. He also argues the legislature is obstructing basic government functions. This is all over the blocking of pay raises of UW employees. Nearly 35,000 University of Wisconsin employees were supposed to receive raises after a 6% raise was passed in the state budget. A committee of legislative leaders won't approve the raises, only approving pay increases for other state workers. They say they won't sign off on university employee raises until UW cuts $32 million in diversity, equity, and inclusion spending. Here's what the governor has to say about this.
The Republicans decided that 35,000 people that work for the UW system shouldn't get a raise without having any legislation that gives them that authority. That's just bull. And so that was the defining moment right there.
The governor is taking his lawsuit straight to the Supreme Court, where liberal justices have the majority. Responding to Evers' lawsuit, Assembly Speaker Robin Vos says the suit is an attempt to eliminate raises for non-UW state employees. His statement reads in part, in a time of unprecedented inflation brought on by reckless Democrat spending, we think it is abhorrent that the governor would try and take away lawfully approved money for hardworking state employees.
Staying at the Capitol now, Democratic lawmakers are introducing a package of healthcare-related bills. They call it Healthy Wisconsin. Two of the bills would lower prices of prescription drugs. Another would give tens of thousands of uninsured people healthcare coverage. The last would make a public option similar to Badger Care Plus for people and small businesses to buy healthcare from the state. Democrats say the legislation will expand access to quality, affordable healthcare for every Wisconsinite.
So we're going to do everything we can to make sure that people have an opportunity to register. And we encourage people to take advantage of open enrollment. You've got some great navigators out there to make that happen.
As of today, Wisconsinites can sign up for one of the already available health plans on the individual health insurance marketplace. Open enrollment ends on January 15th.
It is 6:34 right now to continuing coverage this morning of the war between Israel and Hamas. New video showing the aftermath of an Israeli airstrike on a refugee camp in northern Gaza. Eyewitnesses describe the scene as horrific as people dig through the ruins for survivors and what's left of the dead. The Israeli Defense Forces say they targeted and killed one of the Hamas commanders responsible for the October 7th attack on Israel. This as a United Nations human rights official has quit her job over what she calls a genocide in Gaza the UN has failed to stop.
Back stateside, Secretary of Defense Lloyd Austin is commenting on Israel's war tactics, urging caution. Austin was in D.C. asking lawmakers for funding for both Ukraine and Israel. He also spoke on the lessons the U.S. learned during its own counterterrorism operations and how that applies to Israel's war with Hamas.
The things that you do on the battlefield could, if you're not thoughtful about them, they could create a resistance to your effort that lasts for generations.
The House and Senate are fighting over how to give aid to Israel. House Republicans want to pass a standalone bill separate from Ukrainian aid. Secretary of State Antony Blinken says that's a big mistake.
Putin is very much trying to take advantage of the Hamas attack on Israel in the hopes that it will distract us and that it will result in the United States pulling back its resources, pulling back its support. And at the same time, he's allied with the exact elements that are trying to wreak havoc in Israel. So we see these things as being very much joined, which is one of the reasons our request is a joint request.
President Biden says he'll veto any standalone bill. All of this as the FBI warns of increased threats to Jewish and Muslim communities in the U.S.
Amid those increased threats, UW is urging students to heed caution when on social media. Claims made on X, formerly Twitter, from a conservative commentator alleged there was an anti-Semitic protest outside of a UW Jewish student center. They posted text saying a student suffered anti-Semitic abuse while trying to enter the center. Those messages said protesters used anti-Semitic slurs and cut up, then trampled an Israeli flag. Campus officials say the accounts are significantly exaggerated and that the protest was peaceful. The organization also put out a statement on Instagram saying a flag was not trampled.
More local news now. If you haven't turned on your heat yet, here's hoping it works for the first cold days of the season. We checked with the local plumber to learn more about avoiding repairs. His advice, make sure your furnace is regularly maintained before the snow and extreme cold start.
A lot of guys, like I said, they'll let it sit all season. They'll wait till today when the snow's flying to turn it on. And then they're like, it's not working. The system has to run because you get condensation on your vent pipes. You get condensation from the furnace. Everything fills in your drain traps and your drain hoses.
Hey, this isn't limited to just homeowners. Renters could also be responsible. Make sure you check the conditions on your lease to see if that's the case for you.
Around the state this morning, we were not the only ones to see a little snow this week. Animals at the Milwaukee Zoo got into the Halloween spirit themselves. Take a look at this. They were snow dusted in their enclosures. Video from the zoo shows a camel, bear, and other animals lounging outside in the snowy weather. Look at that. It's so picturesque. I know it's so early, but it is really pretty to look at.
I think it's beautiful. It's just around maybe February, March where I get sick of seeing it.
Yes. I mean, it's still a little bit early. I'm ready. December, I could have it.
Says the guy who put up his Christmas tree already.
Yeah, I mean, that's different, right? Like, I don't have to deal with the cold weather. Yeah, the last trick-or-treater left last night. We put up the tree last night. It's not decorated yet, but...
His lights are up as well, but they're not on.
Not on.
Yet.
I think our neighborhood is probably wondering what in the world is going on, but they're going to have to get used to that.
Josh Brighter and Christmas are really synonymous, let's be honest.
6:38 right now. Coming up, we're taking a look back at the month that was in the 608. See some of our favorite moments from October.
But first, let's check in with Kelly Slifka on your first warm forecast. Hey,
Yeah,
Kelly.
yeah, feeling a little bit more like December than the first day of November, as we've got some very cold temperatures this morning. But we do have some warmer weather going into the weekend. Well, the first warm forecast coming up.
This week's Hy-Vee hot deals are lots of matzo pizza, just $4.99. Dole chopped or premium salad kits, just $2.99. And select Coke products or AHA, just $4.99 each when you buy 3. Only at Hy-Vee.
Are you tired of living with that awful joint pain in your knees, hips, back, and shoulder? Ready to get your life back? Call QC Kinetics now, the nation's leader in regenerative medicine. These non-invasive treatments harness your body's own healing power to restore and repair damaged joint tissue. No drugs, no downtime, no surgery. Call QC Kinetics now for your free consultation. Learn how all-natural advanced regenerative medicine can bring you lasting relief. QC Kinetics.
DePaco Credit Union works to ensure members are well on their way to living a life worth loving. We're committed to enhancing well-being and strengthening the cooperative through programs like Thank Yous. This year, DePaco members share more than $3.3 million in thank yous by saving, borrowing, and planning for the future. When we consistently work together to boost financial well-being, we power the credit union, creating brighter community for all. Not a member? Join the movement where member ownership pays. Visit a DePaco branch or join online at depaco.com.
For 46 years straight, more of you have trusted Ford F-Series trucks to help save the day. Stretch the weekend, haul, or tow. Just about anything, anywhere. That's because they're built Ford tough. And it's why Ford F-Series are America's best-selling trucks 46 years straight. And for that, we thank you. Because this isn't just about our capability, it's about yours.
The Madison Club. Elegance reimagined. Excellence redefined. Amazing cuisine. Iconic spaces. Join the Madison Club. Featuring premier event venues, stunning lake views, with golf and travel club privileges worldwide. New member specials available.
This week's Hy-Vee hot deals are Kraft macaroni and cheese, just 77 cents. Pork loin back ribs, just $1.99 a pound. And 4 pounds of Hy-Vee sugar, just $1.99. Only at Hy-Vee.
This man of many hats is no stranger to community service, but now he's taken his mission to the next level.
It's not something that most sane people would try, I think.
How his plan to do something good can inspire all of us, Thursday at 10.
Cheers to you for donating more than 5,000 coats for kids to help local families in need stay warm this winter. News 3 Now, Clinky Cleaners, the Boys and Girls Clubs of Dane County, and Magic 98 are grateful for your generosity. Thank you. You're watching News 3 Now this morning.
All right, good morning. You definitely need the winter jacket this morning and all afternoon longs, and you might need the hat or the gloves if you're going to be out for any duration this morning because it is cold, one of the coldest mornings so far this season. We are looking at clear skies. You can kind of see the light coming up. You got to remember by this time next week, it'll be light out because we're setting those clocks back as we go back into standard time this weekend. Looking at clear skies right now, and temperatures are getting up close to 40 this afternoon, so still running well below that average of 52. The low tonight still cold, but a little bit better than this morning of 27. Sun up at 7:32. Right now, high pressure off to our west. We've had some mid-level clouds. You can see these moving across Minnesota, starting to move into northwestern Wisconsin. Some of those clouds will be increasing a little bit later on this morning into the afternoon. But right now, with the clear skies and the light winds, Temperatures all over the place. 19 is the wind chill in Janesville, 24 in Madison. Wind chills in the teens in Camp Douglas and also Black River Falls. Here in Madison, we generally have calm winds. Have some frost this morning. Probably have to scrape the windshield if your car was outdoors overnight because we've been below freezing since yesterday evening. We are looking at some cool weather today. Temperatures near 40, well below our average for this time of the year, but we'll get closer to that average, it looks like, later this week into the weekend. Temperatures in the low 50s and generally dry weather. Can't rule out a spotty shower this weekend, but in general, it looks like mainly dry weather, and we should see some sunshine. Sunshine to start the day, but we will start to see a little bit more cloud cover for the afternoon as we climb the upper 30s, getting close to 40. Winds will switch around the southwest, and eventually that'll bring us some warmer weather. All that really cold air that we've had the last few days will be sliding out of the east. The jet stream is basically going to be flowing from west to east, a zonal weather pattern, typically fairly quiet, no big storm systems. And also, we're going to be right on the edge between that cold air to the north, warm air to the south, so we'll be fairly seasonable. You see a couple of ripples in that jet stream. That may trigger an isolated shower here and there, but we're not expecting anything widespread. I think most of the rain is going to stay to the north, into northern Wisconsin and parts of the northern Great Lakes states. 24 right now in Madison, 22 in the Dells, 25 in Janesville, Monroe at 28. Cold morning. It's a crisp morning, 24 in Wanakee and also Sun Prairie, Cottage Grove 24, Rockdale currently 25. First warm forecast keeps it chilly tomorrow, but kind of that transition day, 47 in the afternoon after starting out at 27. Then we're in the low 50s Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Maybe a passing nighttime shower Friday again, Saturday night and Sunday, but in general, dry weather this weekend. A more active weather pattern setting up for the beginning of next week.
All right, Kelly, looking forward to that warm up for the weekend. Thank you. Time to slow things down and see what's happening in the 608 this morning. Today marks the start of November with just 2 months left of 2023. Time is flying by. So this morning we wanted to take some time to sum up all of the fun and inspiration the month of October brought us in the 608. Previously on In the 608. Are you ready, Terry?
I'm ready.
Here we go, and ta-da! 5,174 coats. And we're live in the 608 this morning at a brand new fall festival. The first thing when you drive in, you see this nice little pumpkin arch, which is pretty cool.
It is, yeah. It was fun to build, too. It was kind of one of those things where which pumpkin goes next.
We're breaking out Mr. Skeleton for another sneak preview show here.
The ankle bone attaches to the leg bone, and the wrist bone attaches to the arm bone.
New this year, you were looking for a way to be able to give back to the community.
Just asking people to come and give and take some of that energy and excitement that they see and enjoy the decorations and giving back to the community.
It's raining men. Hallelujah, it's raining men. Amen. Look at that. Tacky tourist here, guys. Look at this. $20 to be able to put this costume together. Well, as Bob Ross once said, we don't make mistakes, just happy little accidents here, guys. What do you think I am here, guys? I'm a Barbie girl in a Barbie world. We're live in Verona this morning. We have the whole gang up early in the 608 for us this morning, guys. Are you ready?
Let's go, boys and girls!
No, I'm not doing that.
Okay, we won't make you do that.
Oh, he's getting up. He's getting up. Stanford's up. I gotta unbutton the suit or I'm gonna rip it.
Oh,
they're doing it in studio too. Yeah.
How long can we do this?
We are gonna run out of time. That's good stuff, guys.
I was worried Stanford was going to pull a hammy or something there.
He does have that tennis elbow. I wonder if he was hurting after that.
That was a fun month, and I can't believe like homecoming was part of October. I feel like that was September.
Don't we have so much fun at those UW events, though? I love our little live shows.
Every year, and they always go all out for us. Like that was a fun surprise that you set up for me that morning that I had no idea. I was like finishing up my interview, and all these people were starting to move in. I was like, what's going on?
Josh, we brought Bascom out. She was a bit of a hit as long as she wasn't barking at the live show. that.
Yes.
And we also got ice cream that day.
We got ice cream, yeah. So, oh my gosh, every month is so fun. Looking forward to seeing what the rest of 2023 has to hold.
You have some good stuff coming up for the holiday season.
We're getting busy, yeah. Schedule's filling up. So my thanks to photojournalist Mark Schilling, of course, my sidekick, putting that piece together as well. You can always catch our features by going to channel3000.com/in608. And let me know what inspires you, especially as we get into the Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's time. We're getting into the holidays now. Let me know what you have going on so I can maybe feature it right here on News 3 Now this morning.
All right, it is 6:48 now. Coming up in the morning sprint, what the White House says every school should have ready to go for your kids' safety.
We'll be right back.
Sponsored by Three Bears Resort, Indoor Water Park and Conference Center in Warrens, Wisconsin.
Dear Sharp Curves, Toyota has more all-wheel drive sedans than any other brand. We got traction, baby.
Get 3.99% APR for 48 months on many of Toyota's most popular models. Toyota. Let's go places.
Fjords has been crafting beautifully designed functional furniture since 1941. Every aspect of Fjord's furniture has been carefully engineered to create a higher level of relaxation. Visit the Century House today and view our extensive lineup. Experience the unmatched relaxation you can only achieve in Fjord's furniture. Relaxation made beautiful. Visit the Century House at 3420 University Avenue in Madison or online at centuryhouseinc.com.
Culligan Water takes pride in being your local water experts. We live here, work here, and dedicate our lives to improving our area's water. We deliver the world's best water treatment and the industry's best service to you. Culligan Water, your local water experts.
This is for after work.
Drum roll, please. It's Champion's Factory Direct Sale. Don't miss these year-end savings. Champion replacement windows are 30% off.
That's a great deal.
Our windows come direct from our factory to you.
No middleman. No markups.
Get factory direct pricing 30% off. Plus, book your free estimate by Black Friday for an additional $70 off every window. Hurry, this factory direct sale won't last long. Call or schedule online at getchampionwindows.com.
Pick and Save gives you so many ways to save, on top of our lower than low prices. Enjoy over $500 in savings every week with digital coupons. Earn fuel points to save up to $1 per gallon. And with a Boost membership, you'll save even more with double fuel points and free delivery. Plus, our weekly sales will keep your budget merry and bright. So get rewarded and save. Pick and Save, fresh for everyone.
When the hands that do the fixing need fixing. When the hands that do the caring need caring. That's a job for O'Keeffe's Working Hands. It's America's #1 selling hand cream and guaranteed relief for extremely dry, cracked hands. Also available in O'Keeffe's for healthy feet.
Dear Sharp Curves, Toyota has more all-wheel drive sedans than any other brand. We got traction, baby.
Get 3.99% APR for 48 months on many of Toyota's most popular models. Toyota. Let's go places.
Watch News 3 Now at 6 with Eric, Charlotte, Gary, and Zach. Weeknights.
It is 6:51, time for the morning sprint.
Governor Evers is suing the Republican-controlled legislature and asking the Supreme Court to take his case. Evers says the legislature is obstructing basic government functions. He's citing their refusal to sign off on previously approved UW employee pay raises. Legislative leaders say they won't sign off until UW cuts millions in funding from diversity programs.
A live look at the state capitol right now. Lawmakers are discussing bills related to changing elections procedures. People gave testimony on bills regarding elections procedures, like when workers can start counting ballots and how people can watch workers do the job.
State Democrats are looking to pass 4 new health bills. 2 of them would make prescription medication cost less. The third looks to provide insurance coverage for tens of thousands who don't have health care. And the final bill would create a public option to allow people and small businesses to buy health care from the state, kind of like Badger Care Plus.
White House officials are asking every school across America to keep medication used to reverse an overdose on hand. The White House also asking that students and faculty be trained in using naloxone nasal spray. This comes amid a nationwide increase in overdose deaths among adolescents.
Beloit police are looking for a woman last heard from a week ago now. 58-year-old Bessie Thomas of Beloit was last heard from last Wednesday. Police say she could be traveling in a 2017 Jeep Red Patriot with Wisconsin plates. Anyone who might know where she is should call the number on your screen. That's for the Rock County Communications Center.
I-94 is all clear this morning after crews cleared the scene of an overturned semi-truck. Take a look at this new video. It caused delays throughout the day Tuesday, blocking traffic in both directions near Camp Douglas. The semi spread from the eastbound left lane across the median and into the westbound right lane.
Police in Janesville say they don't think anything suspicious happened when a train going through Janesville derailed yesterday. It sent 4 cars off the tracks. You can see here, nobody was hurt, but quite a mess of spilled grain. They're still trying to figure out the cause.
Madison police are investigating the stabbing of a woman early Sunday on the southwest side. Police have arrested 3 people after responding to Allied Drive around 5 in the morning. They say dozens of people were there. Multiple tried intervening with the investigation. Police say it all stemmed from an argument over a crash in the parking lot of an apartment building. The woman's injuries are not life-threatening.
Officials at UW-Madison say social media posts about an anti-Israel protest outside of a Jewish center are significantly exaggerated. A post on X from a former NRA spokesperson and conservative commentator claims protesters outside of UW-Hillel used anti-Semitic slurs and then cut up and trampled an Israeli flag. Both the student organization and the university say that didn't happen.
Dozens of Palestinian civilians are feared dead this morning after the Israeli Defense Forces struck a refugee camp in northern Gaza. Eyewitnesses of the strike describing the horrific scene, saying children were carrying other children. New video shows people digging through rubble for survivors. The IDF says its airstrike targeted and killed one of the Hamas commanders responsible for the October 7th attack.
Breaking this morning, foreign passport holders were seen entering the Rafah crossing from Gaza to Egypt. These are the first travelers to do so since the war between Israel and Hamas began. They're able to leave the Gaza Strip this morning. A Qatari brokered deal between Israel, Egypt, and Hamas could lead to the release of up to 500 foreign nationals from Gaza. None of those crossing are believed to be American. Meanwhile, back home, FBI Director Christopher Wray says the risk of a terror attack on U.S. soil is at a level we haven't seen since the emergence of ISIS. Wray says domestic terrorists could target Jewish and Muslim communities. This comes as the FBI's terrorism unit arrested a Cornell student for making violent anti-Semitic threats on campus.
New overnight, Donald Trump Jr. is expected to testify today in the fraud trial against his father. The New York Attorney General alleging Donald Trump, his company, and executives, including his sons, conspired to exaggerate his wealth by billions. Eric Trump will testify tomorrow.
A trial is underway in Denver on whether to keep former President Trump's name on the ballot there. 4 Republican and 2 independent voters trying to get him off. They say he's ineligible under the 14th Amendment, which says you can't hold office if you engage in an insurrection after pledging to uphold the Constitution. Today's the 2nd day of that trial.
All right, coming up on 7 o'clock on this cold start to the morning. 21 now. We've dipped a few degrees here over the last hour in Madison. 22 in the Dells, 25 in Janesville. Sunshine to start. A little bit more cloud cover as the afternoon wears on. Upper 30s to around 40. So still another cold day. We do have the sun for now this morning, but we are looking at a little bit more cloud cover this afternoon as temperatures climb up close to 40. Warming trend, though, by Friday, we should be up closer to average as we get in the lower 50s, and it looks like those 50s will continue this weekend. Maybe a passing shower, but generally dry weather for the weekend. Better chance of rain next week.
Callie, thank you very much. Good to see you, Josh.
Yeah, good to be here. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you tomorrow.